We're live up in this bitch, okay? Time is it? 38. Hey, what's up? What's there? What's up? Hey, I'm going to be going live again tonight as well. This is my first live stream. We're live streaming at 9:38 p.m. The second live stream tonight will be sometime around 12 or 1 o'clock. So make sure you're up because I will go live at 1 or 12. But right now we're going live. This is the first live stream, and we'll do the second live stream later on. Right now we're just going to talk about some things. I want to get some things off my chest. First off, I want to turn my attention to this ghost hunting fag who we were talking and discussing about earlier, who I was on YouTube and I was scrolling and I came across just some random fucking live stream of a guy in a cemetery somewhere doing some ghost hunting adventures type of stuff. And, you know, this guy's entitled to believe what he wants. I don't really care. But one thing that ticked me off about him is the fact that he was sitting here, in the woods, and he was saying that he was going in some woods somewhere. He was recording somewhere. I think he said it was in Maryland or somewhere. And he was recording, and, he was walking into this, wooded area, and he was saying something about how it's, the woods, there's sightings of ghosts and stuff, and he was using one of those, those ghost box things that you use to pick up on, signals and stuff to see if there's, any spirits or ghosts around or whatever, the typical bullshit that the ghost hunting adventures do on, the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, that kind of crap. He was claiming that, he heard a woman scream, and then he said he saw a figure arose from the dirt of a woman spirit, and, I said, well, do you have any scientific evidence or proof of seeing what you claim? And then he moronically said the dumbest thing any person could ever say, and he said, well, excuse me, it's an opinion. And I'm thinking, no, it's not an opinion, dumbass. You're assuming and claiming that you saw a spirit of a girl screaming, but yet you didn't capture it on video. And then he tries to go and say, well, my video camera wouldn't have been able to see her. And I'm thinking, if you're claiming to see a woman in physical form be walking and rising from the dirt, and if you had any evidence whatsoever, you would show the audience. Not be, right before I go live, I seen a dead woman rise from the dirt, rise from the dead. And I'm thinking, no, because you would have had to capture it on footage in order to prove it to your audience. And obviously he's just clout chasing his audience for views and shit, because he was telling everybody to subscribe to him and help support his channel and shit. So he's one of those clout chasing scam artists who likes to, he likes to piggyback off of things talking about, how he sees spiritual ghosts and all that. And I'm like, well, how are you not able to capture it on camera? If what you're saying is true, how are you not able to show your audience proof of this apparition that you claim to see? And he's like, well, it's my opinion. You don't have to believe me. It's like, I don't have to believe you, but yet you're suspecting and assuming everyone else to believe you because you're making this allegation seem real, and yet you can't even put it on camera to show anybody. And obviously he was full of shit, and so I just kind of called him out. And I basically called him a wannabe ghost hunter, and I said he's a geek and whatnot, because obviously you have to be a geek. If you're 30, 40 something years old and your only credit in life is to go outside and film fucking trees and say that there's some spiritual apparition going on, at least show it. At least show evidence of it so we can fucking know if what you're saying is true or not. So, I mean, he was just full of shit. This guy was just filled to the brick oven of just being full of shit. I didn't really have much things to say besides what I told him, and he pretty much ignored me after that. And I just thought it was stupid, you know. And I let the guy know that I was a fucking atheist. I let him know that I don't believe in no spiritual bullshit, spirituality or whatever. I said if there's no scientific evidence of God being real from a book or a story, well then there's sure as hell no scientific evidence of a fucking ghost rising out of the ground and shit. Maybe he's watched too many zombie movies and maybe he thought he saw a zombie. I don't know. Dude's fucking retarded. In my opinion, he's fucking retarded. You gotta be retarded to say some shit like that. But, you know, whatever. I just kind of shook it off and just whatever. He says it's an opinion, but I don't see how an opinion can be an opinion if you're claiming shit. You know, because an opinion is more like an opinion. Like if you like, for example, if you say that, you know, you think the grass is like if you say that the grass is greener on the other side, and you know a person looks and clearly can tell that the grass isn't that green because it's, you know, more mud than anything, and you say no, there's grass there, and well, I guess you can say it's your opinion if you think the grass is green, but actually it's not green. It's like a yellowish tint color, or it's a dirty color because you know, those people that have like lawns and shit, and they don't clean their lawns, and their lawns look really nasty because they don't mow the grass. You know, I mean, yeah, that's more like an opinion. But see, like, oh, you know, you need your grass cut, and then the person says, no, my grass is fine. See, that's like an opinion. You know, like the analogy of the grass being green on the other side of it. If the grass isn't green in someone's opinion, that's their opinion. But like, when you're claiming to see dead people rising from the grave, right, rising from the dirt, whatever, and you're saying you saw it, and you're saying you heard it, and a person goes with some logical sense, asks you, hey, is there scientific, you know, is there any to theorize this opinion to be true, and do you have any proof of it on camera? He's like, no, because I live, and I'm like, well, then you're obviously full of shit, because if you've seen it and heard it before you went live, and you're not showing it now, well, then you're full of shit because nobody can believe you and take up the idea of believing you don't have proof of it. So, I mean, I didn't quite understand it. I just thought it was just really stupid. I don't know. I just, you know, yeah. He can't say it's an opinion when he's claiming something that isn't real. That's what I'm saying. You can't fucking say it's an opinion and then turn around and then claim it. You know, you can't claim something if it's an opinion. Like like an opinion is an opinion of like a difference of a matter if someone, like, you know, disagrees. Like I used the analogy of, you know, saying like grass. Like if your grass isn't cut or if your grass isn't clean, someone can say it's still dirty and you can say no, it's still clean. Well, then that's more of an opinion. But a claim isn't an opinion. A claim is a fucking claim. You know, a claim and an opinion, you know, an opinion is an opinion and a claim is a claim. Like you can't say you've seen something and then just say it's an opinion, like, oh, I saw a ghost, but yeah, you know, but it's my opinion. It's like, how can it be your opinion if you yet claim it? Because an opinion has to be like, you know, like I just told the guy, you know, you have no logic whatsoever. Like there's just no logic to that. Stupid. People are fucking stupid, I swear. I'm going to assume something to be real, but then when someone confronts me about it, I'm going to say, oh, it's an opinion. It's just my opinion, like my opinion. Yeah, your opinion is full of shit. It's hogwash, because if it was any bit of true, you'd fucking film that shit, capture it on footage, and you sure as hell didn't. This whole thing about spiritual ghosts is just as fucking baloney as fucking gods and deities alike. I swear to God, man. I said everybody here must be an agnostic or being a Christian or some shit. and y'all must go by your own bullshit beliefs and thinking this and that's true because you hear about it online or you read about it from a fucking book. Like, people wonder why atheists are so smart. It's because we don't assume shit. We don't claim anything. We go by the evidence that's provided. We go by the proof, the logic, the evolution, science. But these fucking idiots out here, they act like, oh no, I saw a ghost. It was a ghost. Yeah, who was it? Casper? Who the fuck was it? Ghostbusters? Who? Slimer? A fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Like, it's just so fucking dumb. People, I swear, man, we're so retarded. No, there's no logic in all that because it is a bunch of BS because he just said, hey, I saw a ghost. Someone asked him, really? Why didn't you capture it on footage? And then he says, oh, because this happened before I went live. But then he turns around, contradicts his statement and says, well, it's just an opinion and I'm not saying it's real. I'm like, you're not saying it's real. You just got done saying it was real like 20 minutes ago. What do you mean? Like, this dude was so stupid. It's like, you just got done saying you saw a ghost, and then you turn around and say it's just your opinion. Then you turn around and say, well, I did it before I went live. And then he turns around and fucking says the dumbest shit ever and says, I don't know if it was one or not. So you just said it was a ghost. Now you're saying, oh, I don't know if it was one. Like, how do you tell the difference? How do you fucking tell the difference? You got to tell the difference. If you say it's a ghost, you got to tell the difference. I mean, did you see through the woman? But he making it seem like, oh no, the woman came from the ground. But if she comes from the fucking ground, like, was she a crackhead crawling out of a storm drain? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it's just so stupid. It's like, I don't get it. I just don't, there's like no logic to it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The ghost thing, the ghost apparition stuff. I don't believe it, but I do find some of the shows, and I do find it interesting, like as a form of entertainment. But I don't believe any of that crap. I don't believe none of that crap. But I see it as a form of entertainment. It is like a form of entertainment, I mean, I know. I mean, you can't say you claim to see something and then you can't prove your audience. Like, you can't show you can say you saw something, the audience to believe you. It's just so fucking dumb, man. Like, come on, man, be realistic, man. If I said I saw a fucking dude walking around in fucking pantyhose running down the street with a fucking baseball bat wanting to bust someone's fucking head, at least I would pull my goddamn phone out and actually record it or fucking snap a picture of it just to show everyone. I wouldn't assume it. I mean, people, goddamn, man. Christians and fucking people that are just, I don't know what he is. I don't know what his beliefs are, but it's stupid, man. Religion's stupid and it causes all this death and genocide and homicidal shit. Promotes murder. Promotes a lot of things. Because it's evil. All religions are evil. I mean, I do have a Bible and I do read it, but I don't believe it. I read the Bible just to pass the time, man. Just like an ordinary book, I read the Bible so I can study the shit. So when I get into arguments with just fucking hacks, I can use their own book against them. Because people are opening, there's things there in the Bible, and I can always point it out and tell them it's not there, but yet they want to assume it's there. Like, they want to assume that it says in the Bible, oh, gay people, are going to hell, or it says, oh, it's just people that assume shit that comes from the Bible don't actually know the Bible because they don't read the Bible. And see, the only people that are well educated enough to know a lot about the Bible and can tell you that the Bible 100% is full of shit are people like me that are atheists, that are anti-theists, that are non-religious, people that don't go by the bullshit prophecy of what it says. Because we know enough about it to know the book itself it's just full of crap. The book itself is just full of crap, man. We all know it's full of crap. But I still pick it up anyway and read it, but I don't read it to want to worship or want to believe anything. I just read it. Like, a book is a book. The Bible it's just like any book. It takes no consideration for anything from a book to be taken as literal when there's no proof of it. But it's just reading books is just something you do to pass the time. You know, you don't have to believe in anything and go by anything. If you want to just pass the time by looking at something, reading something, because it helps your brain think, it helps build knowledge. All it matters, because knowledge is key. The human brain is always wanting to learn and know new things. I mean, I don't believe in anything from any book source material. And the Bible just happens to be one of them that I can look at and tell you from hands-on experience it's a crock of shit. It's always been a crock of shit. It's always claimed this and claimed that. Stupid, man. But why I own a Bible, I just own one just to own one. And it's got my fucking name on it. And sometimes when I'm bored, I just fucking read it, man. Because it's just like how I could pull out a Clifford book or a children's, book. I could read that or whatever. I mean, I read comic books. Mostly comic books is what I read. But sometimes I just read, man. I read. Because sometimes reading is just power, and sometimes reading is just knowledge. Sometimes you just want to read and learn things, man. But I don't go learning anything off of what the Bible says. I just fucking read it just to read it. You ever get bored and sometimes you just want to look at something and read something regardless of what it is? I mean, there's a difference between wanting to look at something, read it, versus, taking what it says as to being literal facts when there is no facts, Boy, I love to get that. I love to get that fucking dude we used to go to church with. I love to get that Nathan Self on here and fucking have a debate with. I mean, because he's obviously another fucking whack job. When me and Trent were still friends, and I think I might have already told you this. Me and Trent were still friends. Back in 2022, when I last heard from him, I remember he reached out to me, and one of the things that I remember Trent told me specifically is that he told me something about how his mom got him into the Bible, all that, and he read it, and he says, man, it's all kinds of fucked up in it. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's why I don't fucking believe anything it says. I mean, I look at it and read it not to worship it, not to believe any of the stories to be true, but I just read it, man. I just read it like I read any old book. A book is a book. A book is a book, man. It don't matter what's in it. You just read it for the damn story. You want to see how bad it gets in the end and shit. Like, everybody likes murder mysteries and they want to read murder mysteries. They read the beginnings of it, they read the middles of it, and then they get to the part. Fucking God forbid the Bible has so many fucking stories in it. It's so fucking bullshit, convoluted crap, and it's like, man, you pretty much have to skip chapter after chapter just to get to the goddamn end and read it. You can't, like a normal book, you can sit there and get all the way to the end of it. Like the Bible is like a fucking all these different pages. It just takes. It's like reading the Bible is like reading a damn phone book. It's like pulling out a damn phone book and reading a phone book. Just all these fucking 80 different pages and shit. And you're like, damn, man, when am I going to get to the end of this? Like, fuck. You have to pretty much skip. You have to go through fucking Genesis, all the way to, like, the New Testament, all the way to, like, fucking, what is it? Got to go all the way to, like, the New Testament and all that, and then you get to the end. It's like, fucking hell, man. Whoever the fuck created and made that book should have honestly cut some parts of it out to make it not so. Like, damn, dude. Out of any culture, I think everybody here can agree that Christianity, the Bible, is like so fucking long. Whether if it's a small book or like I remember when hearing that in jail they were giving out the new only just they had a book just only New Testament, only had the New Testament stuff in it, and they got the Old Testament stuff. But it doesn't matter if it's New Testament or Old. It all promotes the same thing. All promotes the same crap. Sacrificing the animals and all that. Just fuck that shit. And then, like basically promoting statutory rape and all that just fucking gruesome shit. That's why you can't take any of it into consideration. You can't believe anything it says. It's so fucking convoluted. It's so convoluted as fuck. But if you're bored and you just want to read it, yeah, you can just fucking read it. But you don't have to believe it. You don't have to fucking go by what it says. I don't go by what it says. Every time I pull up my Bible and I read it, I just fucking read it. It's like I would have been a comic book, any book. A book is a book. But I'm just telling you right now, out of all the books, the Bible's got to be just one. Like the longest, the most, with all these like fucking pages and verses and just, good Lord, man. But yeah. I know this is going to be kind of a short stream because I noticed there's not a whole lot of people getting on. So, I'm going to probably like head off for now. And probably go live later because right now I'm not getting too many people watching, and I kind of think I want to get off the phone for a bit. So I love you. I'll talk to you later, and I'll talk to you. I will be going live at 1 o'clock. Because it's 10 o'clock, I'm live around 1 or 2-ish, so I'm going to go ahead and post that. But alright, love you. Bye.